There we go. Yeah, it's going. I keep forgetting that every time I do like the switching around and stuff, I have to make sure that the settings adjust properly. Be right back. I keep opening in the wrong order. There we go. Okay.
All right. It's another episode today. Who's excited?
Yes.
I am. I didn't change my streaming things. Oh boy, hold on. I'm still playing Fortnite. No, apparently not. It's like I'm a noob at all of this, apparently.
Not expect all the headaches. I forgot all about all this shit I have to do in order to get this shit up properly with dual setup.
Fun. This isn't Fortnite. I know. Thanks, Smitty. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's been updated. I think that because of that. Should be good now. Yeah, I think it was me. I muted something. We should be okay. Okay, this new arm is driving me nuts. It's into my face. I switched to a cheaper arm that has a better arm than the Elgato one that was pissing me off. And now, well, things are in my face all the time. How's it going, Smitty? What's going? What's new? What's good? I mean, I just talked to you.
Did you?
Oh, earlier. Every time. Oh, there's an AI mod now that blocks everything in Kick. Huh, where'd that come from? Interesting. He's not banned, though. I'll just ban that nonsense. I do not want cheap viewers. Don't need it. Let's see if Smitty bugs me tomorrow or not. That'll be the question. Are you almost ready? Like, what's going on?
Hi.
Are you sure? I'm hoping not to. I know. But
Oh, my headaches that we either.
I had notes. Where did I put my notes?
That is a great question.
Right here. I'm good. They're right here. I found them. Maybe I'll just text you good morning at 8 a.m. so you don't feel left out. Okay. I'll be awake at 8. It's fine. Like Roger's alarm is gonna go off at 5 and it's gonna wake me up. Why does he sound like he's in an aquarium? I don't know.
Who?
You.
I don't know. Why do I sound like I'm in an aquarium?
Why is this? That's muted. Okay, I think it was going on twice. Or is it this that's going twice? This? Like this? Yeah, like this. I think we'll be fine. There was something new. I don't know where it came from. It's my fault. Meld adds audio sources and like for no reason. For everything you add to a scene. Well, he's not talking right now.
Yes, Smitty, hold your horses.
There. He talked. Is that better? Perfect. I fixed it. All by myself.
Well, hello, lady. How are you?
Lady.
Yep.
We're connected
Alrighty.
together. We're good?
It says we are.
All right. Perfect. Oh, she only said hi to her daddy. She didn't say hi to me. See how it is. It's not lady to you. Wait, you're lady to me.
Hello, baby girl.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right. All right. Are you ready to get started finally?
I am. Waiting on you.
I'm ready. I'm ready. We're talking about streaming softwares. Clearly, we're having difficulty with it today. Both of us. That's fun. This is what you have to look forward to. Hey, Stu.
Yeah. I will say it was a lot easier to get it set up than I thought it would be for having a dual PC set up. I was just rearranging a couple wires real quick because I forgot that I have to do that.
Oh, I see. I see. Yes, 2 PC setups are like a pain in the butt. They're nice to have, but they're a lot of work. So I'm glad that I'm down to 1. It's more simple because I'm old. But let's talk about streaming software from our perspective, from creators and stuff. We're not doing a tutorial or nothing. So if you're here to learn how to use the software, that's a whole different thing.
No, tonight is just about pros and cons, and then just discussing which one overall would be probably the most ideal for people, at least in our opinion.
Correct. And I think we're just going to look at the top 3 because I don't know very many of the other ones. I've never used them. I've used Streamlabs a long time ago.
6 or 7 out there.
No tutorial. This is bullshit. I want a refund.
To be fair, you're not subscribed to me, so there's no refund.
There we go. We can certainly, if you need a tutorial, I can do that on a different day. I can show you OBS. I can show you what I use for my bot. I can show you Meld. All of that. Riot. We're going to start a riot. We're
Streamlabs
like
I can do.
10 minutes in.
Okay, that's fine. If they're going to bring the viewers for it.
There we go. So we have Streamlabs? I haven't used that one in a long time.
I would say start with Streamlabs because from at least my experience, it is the least, it's the one that I would say I would put at the bottom of the list.
It's at the bottom of my list. It uses a lot of resources.
Well, between that and to get the full function out of it,
you have to pay.
It's exactly. Now, there's some benefits to that if you can afford to keep the subscription going. But ultimately, having to pay to use something when you have free options available, to me, is a huge downside to it.
Yep. Does anybody use Streamlabs? I haven't used it in a long time.
I was using it up until maybe a few months ago.
It's
when I kind of slowed down on the streaming.
It's easier to use to start with. When you're just starting, I feel like it's a lot easier to use.
Well, it is also another big benefit to Streamlabs is if you're wanting to stream on TikTok, you can apply without the viewer or follower count, without meeting the normal requirements. You can get a TikTok stream key through Streamlabs and be set up and good to go on TikTok.
I see. But is that behind the paywall? Is that part of the subscription?
No. Technically, no, if that is your only place that you're streaming.
I see.
You get one site to use for free. It's if you want a multi-stream, that's when you need to pay for it.
I see. I see.
So, barring needing to multi-stream, it is quite beneficial for people wanting to stream on TikTok.
It's fair. It's a good point.
Their overlay store, if you are into having overlays and stuff on there, the overlay store is quite useful as well. And a lot of the good overlays are locked behind the paywall. So again, good and bad on that part. But again, if you can afford it, then it's not a big deal.
It's very true. I think I'd rather make my overlays. I had my overlays made, the first ones, the ones I've been using, but now I just made new ones myself. Are they that great? Probably not, but I like them because I made them myself.
To me, at this point, at this stage in the game, overlays to me are not really necessary anymore because nobody cares. Like personally, I'm not watching a stream looking at, okay, this person just subscribed, this person just sent bits. Like, I don't care. I don't care about the Christmas decorations. I mean, yeah, sure, it's cool and fun and all, but a lot of people don't care.
That's very true. But I like
So,
having like a starting soon screen and stuff more so than other things.
well, that is a nice feature as well, yes. But how long do you keep your starting stream? You boring old fart. Who are you talking to?
You, not me. I'm not an old fart. I'm still young. Young chicken.
I think
See?
I think the term you're looking for is spring chicken.
Whatever. Young chicken, spring chicken, whatever.
Trust me, Stu, we can smell them all the way down here.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm glad I'm not downwind. I'm up north. Good. So yeah, I think
So,
Streamlabs is good for people who are starting out because it's easy to use.
Mhm.
It's probably the first one people see.
It's probably the most well known too, because like if you Google stream, how to stream, like I think even to this day, Streamlabs still pops up as like one of the top Google searches. So for people starting out and trying to learn it on their own, it is still one that pops up pretty easily.
There are people who overdo it with overlays and stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I prefer simple and easy.
Well, because at the end of the day, if you put too much on the screen, it takes away from the main focus, which is A, you, and B, your content. So whether you're gaming, just chatting, whatever the case may be, the focus needs to be on your content and on you.
Correct. Correct.
So
You want people to come for you and you be the entertainment, not everything else. And it's good to have like chat interactions and stuff. Like I like those little things, my little games and stuff. Those are fun.
well, yeah,
People
and
scaring
again, they
me.
gotta be as long as they're done tastefully, no problem. But again, the main focus needs to be on your content.
Correct. I agree. I agree.
Now, I will say another drawback. While getting set up on OBS and Streamlabs for the most part is okay, getting the audio mixer, I think to me is a bit more complicated than versus Meld and just regular OBS. Like for me, I don't know what it is. I think getting the sound alerts and the bits and notifications to me is a bit of a pain in the ass.
I see. I haven't used it in so long that I wouldn't even remember.
Yeah, it's just, and I'm sure some people would say OBS or Meld is a little bit different. But like once you get the Meld is just a little bit of a learning curve because it's a little OBS is very similar to Streamlabs, but Meld has its own interface to do all that. So once you take the 10, 15 minutes to learn, to figure it out, to learn it, watch a couple of YouTube videos, it's actually quite simple. So to me, that's a big drawback as well. It's because you have to go through and set every bit alert, and if you're multi-streaming, you have to go through and do it every single time for every single platform. Whereas I know with OBS, there's plugins that you can use or browser sources that you can use that simplify it quite a bit for OBS and for Meld.
Mm-hmm.
So Just
Like
my choice.
OBS is probably the OG of all of them, but it's also the most complicated of all of them because it's not easy, right? And if you want to do certain things, you have to get different plugins to go with it. And because it's open source, people can create so many different things if you look hard enough to find what you want.
Hmm.
So it makes it interesting to me. I like
Right.
little.
And that's kind of a drawback to OBS though too, is having to find all the right plugins to get all your stuff working.
Correct.
You know. Whereas with Streamlabs, if you want everything on there, like they have, if you want to spin the wheel or, alert boxes, depending on what it is that you're looking for with, they don't have everything, but certain Streamlabs will move to OBS and mix it at and Stream Elements. I forgot about bots, the chat bots.
We can talk about those too.
Yeah, because each one has their own benefits to whichever streaming platform as well. Um, Being able to link them up. Then Streamline was having its own built-in chatbot as well.
Yeah. They all have everything
Hmm.
all connected. Like, I don't know. So OBS, like if you want to multi-stream, you have to get a third-party plugin, whether that's the RTMP server, I think it's called, or the ADAM vertical plugin, or Stream Elements. You have to get one of those to
I will
work
say when
with
you
it.
told me about ADAM actually was very simple.
ADAM is very simple to do. Very simple. But then Meld Studio, you can do it all in one, and that one's even easier, I think.
But the chat, I don't know maybe it was just me, maybe it was an operator error, but the last couple of days that I used Meld, the chatbot stopped picking up the multi-chat. It would only pick up the Twitch chat. So I think it's got a few bugs that it's still working out.
So it's not just me because that happens to me all the time. I'm like, what is happening? Why do I
And,
not
I,
see like the kick
and I'm
chat button?
sitting and I'm sitting there clicking the button. I found the button to literally turn on that we're supposed to turn on kick chat, and I'm pounding on it, and it still won't turn on.
Yep. It's definitely got bugs. Like, definitely has.
But being a new platform or newer streaming service, I mean, it's to be expected.
That's for sure. But I like Meld. Like, I'm on Meld today because I didn't have my just chatting screen set up on OBS and I didn't feel like working on that this morning. So we jumped back into Meld for today to stream. And it's super simple because it was already
Okay.
there. But I did change so that all you're seeing is my so what I like about Meld is you can do game capture and you only have one. And then it switches between games, whatever game's open. As opposed to OBS, you have to do one for every game that you play. It's ridiculous. But what I like about OBS is that you can group them up to make it look nicer, like more organized in your like scenes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I hate about Meld is that you can't do that. So you have a list, like depending on how like intricate your stream is. If you want alerts or whatever, it's all like one big list, and you have to try to find it in your scene. Where am I looking?
So you got to make sure it's layered properly, so to make it easier on you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I wish they could organize it in like folders and stuff. My OBS at one point were all folders of different things. All my cameras in one, all my alerts in another. And I'll put them in nested scenes so that I can just add a nested scene into another different one.
Which you could do the same thing with Streamlabs though too. You could create the folders to group them together.
Correct. Which is good. I like being organized. And Meld doesn't do that. But they've just added a bunch of new things. Like what they're doing is fantastic. They've added a wheel now. They've added different like widgets and stuff I was looking at.
Widgets.
Different widgets. They have a spotlight, they have a confetti, they have a chat widget, they have an activity widget now that they just added. Snowfall, recent activity, wheel spin, a goals one, a stopwatch, a subathon timer, countdown timer. So they added a bunch of different things all built into one. You don't have to go see like in OBS if you wanted a timer. You have to go find a timer add-on that you can put in,
Mhm.
and then have to figure out how to do it. It's much more complicated. More
Right.
satisfying when you figure it out, but so complicated. There's so many steps that you have to go through. At least that's what I found.
Yep, I agree. Um,
Rajcom is like, thank you. I was just about to make my own timer, and now I heard you that Meld has a timer thing in there. So now he's going to go check out the widgets. Rajcom loves Meld Studio.
OBS makes you question it. One thing that stopped me from using OBS for a while is dogs are chill. Yeah, they love having the beds down here now. We had them upstairs, and once we made, we rearranged and made the space down here for them, they spend more time down here now.
They're lying there relaxing.
We spend more time sleeping now than anything, and they seem to be more relaxed now that they're actually with us.
Nice. My kitty cat's in her tree beside me. Just lying there, chilling.
Yeah. So while we keep talking, I have a question for everybody in here. I know Smitty said OBS. Stu, for anybody else who's like, what do you guys use for your streaming platform? Because I put up a Twitter poll, and it seemed like OBS was the clear front runner based on the votes. Granted, it wasn't hundreds of votes, but it was still pretty decisive that people preferred OBS. Lady says OBS.
But does Lady know any other ones?
Yes, I've shown her a couple, and she's kind of watched over my shoulder a few times. So she's kind of got a few. She's got an idea of a few of them. OBS will use multiple. Okay. Because one thing that I know, I talked with Zara about Meld, and one thing that he liked was, and it's not, I'm not as in tune as to the content making as he is, but he likes being able to separate the audio tracks, the feature that Meld offers, where you can split the audios a little bit better.
Correct. And you can record them separately now. So they added that feature so that when you bring your clip into your software, your editing software, you have all the different layers of so you have your mic, and then you have your game, and then you can have your Discord if you're in a group chat or stuff, and then you can have alerts in a different one and music in a different one, so that when you go to edit, you can mute whichever track you don't want, because you never know. If you're playing with Smitty, for instance, and she swears like a trucker, then you can take that out. You don't need to have her swearing on your clip all the time, or Lady for that matter, or me.
I was going to say, I think Lady might be a better example of that. So,
well, have you heard Smitty sometimes?
I have, and I think Lady beats her out on the swearing quite easily.
Oates takes you out. He doesn't like you in his clips. Is that what you're saying? I feel called out.
I had your back, Smitty.
He did. He defended you. I just always pick on Lady, so I didn't want to pick on her today. So I picked a different target.
It's pick on Lady Day today, so.
So Mel does do that very well. And I like that you can send whichever audio you want to different streaming platforms. So let's say you do want to play music on your live stream. You don't want it on your VOD, so you can take that off. And then if you want to send that track to YouTube because they don't like music at all, you can send that track. So I don't know. We haven't played in a while, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, she avoids everybody now.
Smutty after dark. I see dirty jokes.
I don't need it to be after dark to be smutty.
I could do that every day. She said it herself. She's the one who said she just makes dirty jokes in Stu stream. Oh, you mean me calling her out for not playing with me so I don't know? It's very true. I'm not calling her out. I'm just stating a fact. She's tired after work. I'm okay with it. I get it.
One thing that I didn't like about OBS for a while, I don't know if they still do it because I just back to using OBS, It seemed like every time there was a software update, it messed something up in OBS, and trying to fix it all the time was becoming a problem.
Always. Something always breaks. I wish I had 2 setups. That's fair. I'm glad that I have 2.
Can't hear Fran in your setup. Why can't we hear Fran?
Oh no. They're missing out on all of the fun. Updates all the time, and it always breaks something. Drives me bonkers. I feel like Meld, I don't have that problem with Meld. Meld for cameras, when you want to add a drop shadow, so easy. OBS, download this plugin. Make sure you
Is that better,
crop
babe?
pad it. Make sure you do this and that. And then add the shadow. And it doesn't really look like a shadow, so it's like very confusing to me. Meld Studio, super easy. Like I could probably add a shadow to this. Hold on, where's my Meld? Is this Meld? Yeah. Meld, effect, add, drop shadow, click here, add, let's change the color so people can see. Let's put it, red's fine. I'm good with red. And then just add it. Add the distance, add the softness, add the opacity, whichever you want. And you're done. It has a shadow. Now you can hear her. Oh, that's good. I can't figure that out in OBS. I can show you. It took me a long time to figure it out, Smitty, but I figured it out. Yeah, I don't like having a shadow, though. So we're just going to take that off. Especially not a red one. But that's how easy it is in Meld. Just add a shadow really quick. In OBS, I have to crop pad. I have to use a filter that's called crop/pad. And then you have to like -200 on each side so that the shadow shows up. It's a big thing, but you have to add a thing. Well, you know, I watched a video, so I'm not the smart one. Nutty was the smart one. I just followed his instructions. But it took me a bunch of videos to figure out how to do it. Because none of the other ones, you just add the drop shadow and it looks so easy. It took Nutty to like go, hey, you need to add this. And it has to be on top of the drop shadow because it doesn't work if it's after it.
I tried to watch a YouTube video and just got more mad.
You have to find the right person.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's so many videos on YouTube for how to do stuff, and if you don't find the right one that breaks it down and like just everybody's different, you know, like as much as fun as it would be to make fun of Smitty for it, I had to watch about 6 different people before I found somebody who explained it the best way, and it was good because they actually zoomed in and like clearly showed every wire needed to go to this part, and they zoomed in on where on the PC, so it wasn't just plug it into this port and then figure out which one that actually is that I'm talking about. You know, they clearly it was done just the right way that I needed it in order to figure it out.
Oh yeah, when I was setting up my Rodecaster Duo, so many videos, and some people would just, you just have to plug this USB and this USB here, and it works. No, it's not working. Please figure it out. Drew probably would have figured it out, but I don't want help. Okay, well then disregard me offering to help you. I won't help you.
No, but I respect that though, when you're wanting to learn it for yourself, because if it breaks, I mean, in her defense, what happens when it breaks and she doesn't have Drew there to help? You know, God forbid,
she can't call tech support.
Well, she wants to be a independent, you know, strong, capable woman who can do things on her own.
I want to learn, but I get very overwhelmed. That's fair. Set it on fire.
Well, I tried to have Smitty's back. We can't really defend her on the comments like that.
Right? Smitty is a very independent woman. She likes to do things on her own and figure things out.
Yeah, that's the latest answer. I'm just going to pay somebody to do it for me.
So she pays you? That's what happens?
In certain ways.
I know in certain ways. I wasn't insinuating that it was going to be money. And get frustrated when I need help. So So, Smitty, I have a very important question. Does this mean you are Susan Jr.? I'm just curious. Oh my god. Are you embarrassed, lady? Are you embarrassed?
I mean, she should be used to me embarrassing her. I need to schedule an eye doctor appointment because holy crap, I'm having trouble here.
You can't see?
I'm starting to struggle.
Starting to struggle. Just make the font bigger.
I was trying to read the clock on my PC and I had to get closer to it.
So you might need a watch.
Well, I have a watch. I just
No, Smitty Jr. That guy won't ask for help until he's ready to lose his mind. I see. I see. I mean, I am so very embarrassed. Old man eyes. Time to get glasses. Maybe he wants contacts.
No.
No?
Nope. I don't feel like sticking things in my eyes.
It's fair. It's fair.
I cringe enough watching Lady try to put contacts in her eyes. Like, I'm surprised she hasn't gone blind from poking herself in the eye so much.
Rajcom has a problem with that too.
I just watch her struggle and I'm like, okay, if she's struggling this much, I'm going to struggle that much.
Oh, that's funny. All right. Let's see. Are you willing to like experiment with things versus having a fear of like breaking things?
You talking about me?
Yeah, or anyone. Anybody
Oh, you mean like in regards to setting? I thought we were still talking about poking each other in the eye.
Oh, no. I moved on from poking each other in the eye. I went back to what this stream is supposed to be about.
No, I would rather learn it, break it, and fix it because then when it breaks in the future, I know how to fix it because I've already broken it, you know.
That's fair. Sometimes I do stuff though, and it works, and then it breaks, and I'm like, I have no idea. And then I'm like stuck trying to figure it out.
But then at least you have a general idea of where to look though, because you may not have the answer, but at least you know where to go to find the answer.
That's very true. When I find something, I try to stay with it. Like, what do you mean, Stu? Like when you try to find a certain software that you like, do you stick to it or? Yep. Stu no like change. Does anybody really like change though? Like the initial like thought of change scares a lot of people. But like I have so much fun like playing around with Meld Studio or OBS, trying new things, figuring out stuff. I don't know if she's not being truthful, I don't think. She pretends to be adaptable, but she's not. You hate learning new stuff? I love learning new things. Love it. But I have to be interested.
That's Lady. Lady hates learning new things.
I like learning new things, especially with OBS or like Meld or bots and stuff. That is fun for me. Until I get very mad. Very mad.
I'm the same way. I'm a creature of habit. I like things to go a certain way. You're not.
What? Where did that come from? You are so not stupid. Don't say that. Oh, I thought you were going to jump out of your chair.
She's over there laughing.
She's laughing.
She said it just because she knew I'd get mad.
Oh. Lady.
Come here.
She's like, nope. She's busy. She's driving. She's driving in the city.
Yeah, that's what Fran said. Trust me, I know that, guys. And she only did it because she knew it was going to get a reaction. She does it as payback to me because I do the same, do dumb shit to get her reaction out of her.
Boy, oh boy, people. The dog came to you. Stu's very intrigued by your puppies.
0.
Oh, here she comes. Lady.
want to repeat that?
I'm computer stupid.
No,
You're
that's not
not.
what you said. Don't even try to rephrase
I'm
that.
just stupid when it comes to that shit. I don't get it. You're lucky I know how to even turn mine on.
Coldplay. Coldplay.
At least she has a 97 on her shirt.
I can't
wait
do what
to
I
get a
wanted.
puppy.
Go.
We're on stream. Be careful. Oh, I thought she was stripping. I was like, what is happening?
That's what I was about to yell at her. Like, what are you doing?
Taking off my hoodie.
Even Fran thought you were stripping.
I mean, you don't want to see all that.
Zero, come here, buddy. Come say hi to Stu.
Who's your good boy?
Nope.
Zero. Anyway, back to
All right. This isn't the city.
Zero.
I had to drive to the garden.
Come here. Come say hi to
To
Stu.
the gardener. Strip club music, right? We need to add some music to the stream. Has anybody been listening to Christmas music? It's Christmas time.
I know, that's all I listen to in the store. It's Christmas country.
Christmas country. Blech. No, thank you.
Say hi, Stu. Say hi, Stu.
I like some Christmas music. Some of it is great.
I just don't like. See, everybody thinks that I hate music at the store because I'll turn the radio off at times. I just hate listening to the same 5 songs on the radio over and over again. Like after a while, I'm just like, just fucking kill me.
Can I just plug in my phone to Spotify and listen to that all day? That'd be great.
Well, my playlist isn't like professional, so I'm not allowed to listen to my playlist in the store.
Well, yeah. You gotta make some sacrifices somewhere.
Yeah, but at this point, like my boss likes all kinds of music, but just for comfort's sake, because it's professional, he'll put the same. Usually it's the same country station, and he'll agree with me usually, but they laugh because I'll turn it on. I'll turn the music off after a while, or I'll change stations. But it gets to a certain point. I'd rather let Smitty beat me with a rusty pipe and then drag my naked ball sack through over a cactus than listen to the same 5 songs over and over again.
Well, that escalated. Somebody dragging ass through broken glass and a ball sack somewhere. Like, what is happening with this stream? We have lost control. We've lost control.
I thought Smitty would appreciate that because it's Smitty.
It's fair. She's only half listening though, probably. Riot.
No, but when it comes, I think that it's more beneficial for people to learn these software, the different programs, whether it's Streamlabs, Meld, or obviously each have their own benefits to it. And let's take the multi-streaming out of it, because if you do that was very specific. Yes, because it's something that Smitty would say or would be be happy to do, because Smitty only likes me to a certain degree. So if you remove the multi-streaming aspect, right, which takes out the need for the paywall on Streamlabs, but and just go down to one platform for people to get started on. Every platform has its benefits and has its merits, and it's just it becomes a matter of comfort and what your equipment can handle. Everybody needs to sit there and learn which one is best. If you want Streamlabs, like an all-in-one inclusive program, Streamlabs is great, even just for the without the paywall, because it has a built-in chatbot. So there's commands that you can do, widgets, applications, all that stuff is all built into it. So it's just a matter of remembering it's in this spot and then this spot and then this spot. It's just muscle memory on where to go. OBS, once you get the plugins, same concept. It's just a matter in the browser sources. And Meld, same thing. Understanding where to put the browser sources, how to set up the audio. It's just a matter of trial and error and learning and building the platform the way you need it to go.
It's very true. Smitty just went 2.0. 2.0.
I don't know that I'd want to. I don't want you that close either, Smitty, but
lady might hurt you if you're not get that close. Just saying. I wouldn't want to get on her bad side.
Nah, Smitty took enough hits early on. I had to throw her a bone.
Yes, ma'am. That she comments on. She stopped driving just for that. I think the platform that you choose is all a matter of preference and what you
Mhm.
want to do.
Yep.
Same with bots. All depends on what you want to do. There's so many different ones. I'm growing now. Stop crashing, you mean? Oh, yeah. But yeah, it all comes down to what you prefer.
Okay, so since we're on,
That.
what do you use for a bot? I
What do
know
I use
Stu
for
said,
bot?
Stu mentioned Mix It Up. What do you use?
Streamer.bot.
Streamer.bot.
Yep.
And that covers everything for you?
Covers everything. It even has Kick integration now. It has YouTube integration. All of it.
WiseBot?
WiseBot. I have some of that too.
So, Smitty, you only stream on Twitch, though, right?
Yes.
Siri bot for mean people.
Yep.
Okay. And Stu, you multi-stream, don't you?
He does. With OBS. And mix it up and stream elements.
And Stream Elements covers Kick.
Yes, it does now. Mix it up too, I think, though, right? Or does
Well, that would be a new integration because the last time I used Mix It Up, they didn't have it.
Oh, I don't know. I've never tried it. Never wanted to multicast. I just lose my shit on Kick, folks.
But you don't have to just do Kick. You could do YouTube, TikTok, Twitter.
You can do it all. Well, Twitter, you have to pay in order to do it.
But it's $8 versus $20 on Streamlabs.
Fair. Kick, stream elements. YouTube is a bunch of kids asking to play. Especially for shorts. That's all it is. All it is. That's another thing, like if you want to do vertical streaming as well, platforms offer that. You can do that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Meld, super easy to do that in. So is OBS, though. Just different.
They're all on Stream Elements now through OBS. Okay. So I haven't used Stream Elements in a long time, so did not know that. I forget about Stream Elements half the time.
I didn't like it. Like, I liked it, but I didn't like it all at the same time.
What didn't you like about it?
I don't remember. I'm also a bit too shy, laugh aloud. It's why my TikTok is followers only. Too shy. Why are you shy, Smitty? You're not a shy person.
I just find it hard to believe she's actually that shy.
She's not.
I think she's more afraid she's going to cuss at some kid and then she's going to get some parent breathing out, coming in there like, what the fuck?
I'm too shy to show my face. Start being a VTuber.
I've actually thought about that.
Me too. I've thought about being a VTuber because then maybe people would stay around.
F that parent. You think
Do you
being
really
a VTuber
care
is
that much
weird?
what people think? It's hard to put yourself out there, though. I get it.
Mhm.
100%.
That blows my mind that she's that she says that, because my impression of Smitty is that she's always just seemed very self-confident. So it's interesting that she says that.
Right? Right.
Because in my mind, I just picture sometimes I'm a bit self-conscious, but hide it well. That's fair. But see, it's maybe not weird, but it's just my impression of Smitty is always someone who's like, if I go in there and say, Smitty, you suck, Smitty's going to just come back with a simple response, fuck you. Like, that's just how I see it.
She'll be like, F you, and she will ban them. Ban hammer.
You'd struggle with what?
Struggle. I would struggle. I would have too many choices, and I wouldn't be able to make up my mind. In what context, lady? What content?
I think she's still referring to the VTuber.
Oh. If I was gonna be hands, there's a lot of choices. I don't like
you
the
don't do-
typical VTuber though. I'm like, I'd rather be just. I don't like the anime part of it. I'm not
Yeah.
an anime person.
think you could be an egg.
A lady could be an eggplant, or Misfit could be an eggplant. Like, wait, who? Me? A peanut took off. Everyone likes an eggplant. That's fair. Angry peanut. Lady can be an eggplant. Oh, there you go. That's weird to me.
And to be fair, Peanut, the Burnt Peanut, he's been around for a little while. He just grew his content and his community.
Yes.
And he just says some outrageous stuff sometimes.
It's very true. It's very true. What bot are you using these days, Misfit? You didn't answer that question. Lumia?
I need to set one up.
Uh.
It's been the Burnt Peanut kills me. Drew and I impersonate him all day at home.
Hello, good sir. How are you?
No, it's hard for me.
It's good to
Yeah,
see
we've talked
you.
about this a few times, but it just I got to a point where I got the burnout,
What's
and
new? Are you
then
bringing me a
in
new
my own
watch?
head, and then there was some other mental things behind the scenes, and I'm just finally back to a point where I'm trying to get everything built back up. So it's just a little bit at a time.
That's fair. The same
Nice.
way.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Or I just try to do different things, and then because things don't seem to be working, so then I get in my head, so I can change things up.
That would be interesting.
Part of it is I just gotta stop worrying about people like just irritating me. Like I just see so much drama like from people, everybody whining and complaining about something, and all I want to do is just tell like when I see it or hear it, is like shut the fuck up.
I just ignore it.
I can't
A
be.
lot of things.
You just take notes on.
Today I saw a post about people who call out people who unfollow their channel and stuff.
That's weird to me.
Like, why? Why do you care?
Don't get me wrong. I use Wisebot to see who unfollowed on Twitter or on Twitch,
Okay.
but I
I
don't
can
care.
see who
It's just-
unfollows me.
Quick, got a question, quick, sir.
I don't
Okay.
publicly broadcast it because honestly, at the end of the day, I don't give a shit.
Our
Now, if you unfollowed me or somebody close to me, then we might have a problem.
is not
Well, yeah, if it's somebody that like I've been close to and stuff, I would ask questions. But other than that, I don't care.
I appreciate that. I figured it would be you.
Right?
Yeah.
But everybody's so like selfish, and they're so afraid that somebody's gonna steal their thunder.
Well, and that's fair, Stu.
No. I just would like
Me
to be
too.
able to use it.
But do you call them out, whether it, if they unfollow you, or do you have a command built into your chat to advertise that somebody unfollowed you?
Like people actually do that.
I don't know exactly. I just have an obsession. Like I have to know why my number is where it's at. Like it's just a tick in the back of my mind that I just have to look.
I go look. I'm like, oh, I lost another one to stream. Which one? And I go look, and it's nobody important because they've never been in here or interacted. So I'm like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm all good. Do I follow them? No? Okay. Or yes? Oh, well, then I'll just unfollow.
Yes, you did for me. Yes, sir.
But I don't, it's not because I want, like, it's not because they unfollowed me that I unfollow them. It's just because I don't interact with them. So why would I bother? I've never been to their stream, or I haven't been in like years.
I'm in the middle of making some. I can get you some.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just crazy how many bots are out there now.
There's too many bots all the time.
Oh, I don't have any. I don't
That's
have
all
any
it is.
now. I mean, I have some on my rate. Do you have any on Bag Sky?
So what's been your favorite like bot to use?
I think the only hair I have in my stash.
Which
is
one?
on Bag is, like,
Mix it up?
Mix it up. Yeah.
But if you give me like an hour, I can get
Very
it.
simple. It was clean and organized. Everything was where, to me, it was the most just, it was the easiest to learn. And maybe that's just because I put the most energy into learning it. To me, it was organized, it was structured, everything had a place for it.
That's fair. I found it complicated, but I didn't take that much time to actually like learn it and do it. So
Back in the day, I spent days, learning it and watching YouTube videos on it, experimenting and just.
Yeah, I'll get you.
that's me and StreamerBot.
I have to check it out. I've seen a few people using it.
You can do so many different things. It opens the door to so many things. But it can be complicated at first. Well,
Right.
even now it's complicated, depending on what you want to do.
I'm sure learning your job was complicated at first too, until you figured it out.
That's very true. It's very true. I just like playing around with it and like figuring things out that I can do. And I can run all of my like channel points and stuff in there and add different things. And now that it has integration for everything and it has chat everywhere and for all of it, like it has a chat like window that you can put out and it has everything on there. Twitch, Kick, YouTube, all of it, the events.
The Lumia has that too. I was starting to learn Lumia for a little bit before I slowed down. Lumia's pretty good as far as that goes once you learn the triggers.
Once you learn a bot, it gets a lot easier.
Mhm.
Just like any
But it's
streaming software, right? That we were doing. Like once you learn one, you can learn all of them. There's just slight differences.
And to be fair though too, it's like anything. The more time and energy you invest in it, the better the payout for it.
That's very true. Because the more stuff you can do. So, but I have to rebuild. I feel like I need to rebuild my whole stream to make it like how I want it. That's originally why I went back to OBS, but now I might go back. I don't know. I go back and forth between Meld and OBS. Because Meld, I find very easy for somebody who's starting out.
I can see that it is a good beginner spot for it.
But it doesn't do everything that I want it to do. There are little things that are like angering me with it, and that's why I don't stay there. Like there's
Like
ways around organizing it because you can create another scene and then add that scene into your scene, but girl drama. And he has to call Auntie Becky or Auntie Smitty, sorry. So that she can give him advice.
She got first named.
Well, at least I didn't government name her. She would not like that. But like, I don't know. But I like the ease and the setup and what like the move transition that you can do with Meld Studio is so awesome compared to OBS. It's a lot different in OBS. A lot different.
He walked up behind me, scared the fuck out
I
of me.
can do it, but it's much more complicated
Oh, wow.
in OBS.
Because you guys are growing, and I said yes.
Have you ever tried the move transition?
So we're good.
What do you mean? Like the from scenes?
For anything, like if you want your camera to move back, like from big to small, or if you want to move it off the screen.
Something I've wanted to learn, but never put the time into it. I started watching videos on it, and it didn't seem like it was overly complicated, but it would be very fun to have that ability.
Because I used to do that, right? When I used to play with Smitty and we had this swear police thing, I used a move transition to move like the little cars across the bottom of my screen. And then I used the move transition to have the cage come down on the picture and stuff. Like, I could do so many things with it. And it's not that it's complicated, it's just like a lot of steps to do. Once it's set up, it's not so bad. And that's something that Meld Studio can't do. Like you can do the move transition from like one scene to another, but you'd have to create a bunch of scenes to do the same effect, which is kind of silly to me. Where OBS, you just have the one. He opened a white screen on his monitor. Did you see how his face like just lit up? Do you not use dark mode?
When I figure it out.
Are you the one that doesn't use dark mode?
Switch it to dark mode on Google.
Hello, Sky.
What's up, Sky?
You
How
don't
do I turn it?
use you don't use dark mode on Google
How do I do that?
in the settings. And then
Oh,
Huh?
is
there
that
you
better?
go. Oh, there. You're not lit up like a Christmas tree anymore. You don't use dark mode? You old folks. Rajcom doesn't either. It drives me
I know,
bonkers.
give me my key.
Everything's just so white. Dark mode is easier on my eyes.
See, it's on dark mode. I'm in here in the settings.
Mhm.
But that, here, let me see if I. Oh, I just have to refresh the scene. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so according to Google, yes, Meld Studio has a built-in move transition that's easy to set up for smooth scene changes by going. Okay, so that's transitions. Tray layer like have the exact same names across the screen, then customizing duration and easing for that smooth.
So it'll switch from scene to scene. Like if you have camera set up and it says camera on one scene and camera on the other, you can have it so like if you have a just chatting scene that your camera's full screen and then you go to your gaming scene and it will shrink down and move to where it is on your other scene. But like to do things like the cop card it moved across the screen at the bottom, that you can't do in Meld. Like it's limited to what you can do. You use the move transition Botch TV? Is that what you're saying? In everything? Do you use OBS, Meld Studio? What do you use?
Whatever works, right?
And like from my
Okay, okay, hold on. So digging a little deeper, you absolutely can make images move in Meld Studio using its built-in move transition for scene changes and by adding dynamic elements or animations to individual images layers within your scenes for effects like animated overlays or alerts.
Oh, really? Well, now I need to go look it up because I didn't know that. Something for me to learn. I'm excited because I didn't think you could. I didn't Google far enough. Oh, referring to dark mode? That's fair.
Dark mode was the first thing that popped up when I Googled it.
Oh, well. See, I didn't dive into that. I tried to figure it out on my own and I couldn't. Maybe if I Googled. One thing is tutorials. There are so many different tutorials on OBS that you can find. Meld Studio, I find there's a little less because it's so new. So you're not finding everything that you could find for it. That's my opinion. I don't use any of those transitions. I'm just good with what I got. That's fair. And that's perfectly all right. What streaming software do you use? Do you use OBS? Meld Studio? Streamlabs? My kitty cat. Hello. Hi. What's up? She's hanging out. She wants attention. She probably wants treats. OBS. Meld doesn't work on my laptop because it's too old. Interesting. That's a good point. Some streaming software doesn't work on the same on somebody's PC, right? Depends on what their specs are and stuff. Like Streamlabs, I find was very hard on the computer because it uses your CPU power a lot. Whereas OBS is easier. You're very quiet. What are you looking up?
Watching this video and doing this because now you got my curiosity.
So now you're just watching videos. Is it the time we're talking here?
My bad. I wanted to learn something because we were talking about it.
Learn something. I should do a tutorial stream. Let's play around with Meld Studio and see what we can build. That would be fun.
You should. I watch that. You can put it in subscriber mode so people can only ask you if they subscribe.
Yep, that's probably true, Botch TV. That's probably true. The conversations that have been had in the stream today, it's possible. There's lady with her 2 cents right there.
That would be good that I was watching porn What's wrong with my wife? I don't understand her sometimes.
And now she's just gonna be quiet. She's just gonna. Oh, she turned around.
That would be good that I was watching porn.
You're not allowed to watch porn.
But you just said that would. You just said that would be good.
Oh, that's not what I meant about Fran.
Oh,
Oh, you want? I'll do a tutorial on Meld Studios and OBS. Maybe I'll do one for one and then the other.
there you go.
You can
You can
build
charge
the
people
same
subscription
scenes in
fee to
both.
watch.
Go live on Meld to do the OBS scenes. Go live on OBS to do the Meld ones. Can do that.
You learn how to put a black screen over there that's only deactivated for people when they subscribe.
Sky, did you see that thing for Saturday now?
Not allowed to watch porn. You shouldn't need it. You have a wife. I,
Okay.
however, do not. I don't know. A lot of couples still do. Why?
I
Why
don't
these
know.
streams like are going off the rails today?
Tomorrow night because
Talks
I
about
have
ball
to-
sacks, ass over glass. Like, what is happening?
To be fair, Smitty started a majority of it.
She's not here to defend herself. But sure, we'll blame Smitty. Hashtag blame Smitty. You did keep it clean. Smitty did not. Oh, she's back.
You would come back for that.
Always.
Yes, ma'am. We are definitely gonna need.
So- Hashtag blame Smitty.
No, I have them. I can share with you.
That's in
We
my stream a lot
definitely
most of
need,
the time.
more of a bird can. I think that's-
Most of the time from Stu.
Stu kept it clean. There's a first time for everything.
Yeah, first time for everything. All right. All right. What did I want to do? What do we want to talk about now? So to recap, I know we're not done yet, but like so far, let's talk about pros and cons for each one.
Here's a good one that you can have a good conversation with on different streaming
there it
software, because I know Zara's had quite a. He's experimented around with a few. Zara, what do you use for streaming?
Isn't it OBS? Zara, we need your input. Oh, hi, y'all. Y'all. I use base OBS with add-ons.
50 pots or 50
What kind of
wires.
add-ons? What's your favorite OBS add-on?
Yeah, I have 32 left on me. It took that much out of the 50 to water these ones. It's expensive to grow your own shit.
Oh, no. Ad break. Nope, nope, nope. I use a multi-stream add-on. I use 2 vertical, which gives you me replay recording at a press in vertical form. Yeah. And I use multi-stream add-on. So which multi-stream add-on do you use? You just use the like RT or RTMP
it.
server thingy?
So I can
That-
give you 7 or 8.
Or do you use Atom or Stream
No.
Elements? Yeah, she's in the
Okay,
city.
no worries.
Sometimes her conversations are more entertaining than us. Telling you. Atom for vertical. Have you tried their multi-streaming add-on? It's pretty good too. I have both of those.
Nice. Beastmaster.
I like how
She's
she
a
just
very
like
rubbish.
throws that in there. Like if people didn't know she was playing GTA like
Alright,
roleplay,
so-
it'd be interesting.
hmm
I just use the vertical for shorts.
I gotta give you
Others
puppies.
called multi-output by Soraki. Sorry.
No, wait, is it
Okay.
output or output?
Output. He fixed it. He fixed it already. I don't think I've tried that one. I like the Atom one though.
Okay, so
Depends on who you ask.
the new house doesn't have a lot of grass either, though.
It's fair. It's fair. I'm using the wrong
But
camera today because I couldn't put up my green screen.
I
So
found
I had to use
something
my
that's
other
interesting.
camera. So my chat's over there. Camera's over here.
So they said they had somebody
Usually
who
I'm
they
on that
said
camera.
interested in purchasing across the street.
I haven't tried
I haven't
Atom
tried.
Mushroom as I
Purchase
haven't
it,
needed it. That's fair.
and it had the-
Well, aren't you fancy?
It's fancy.
But there's like a torture chamber or anything in it, so we
Fancy,
have to keep this
fancy.
one. But both of them like back to back.
What bot do you use? I think he uses Lumina. Lumia?
I just don't know if it would like conflict here because it's so like buggy. Yep,
I think
that's what I'm worried
if
about.
I
So I'm
remember
thinking
correctly.
we would be better
Multiple.
off.
Oh,
Like,
I think he's got like 10 different bots that he
Just-
uses.
10 different bots. What do you need 10 different bots for? Enlighten me. Lumia's the
Kinda like-
main.
Yeah, I think so.
Lazy.
I think we use the other one for
Don't want to
meeting house and
move
for
things over.
for you, me, and
Doesn't that
Joker.
use up more like system resources? I think.
No worries, I'll be here. Yeah, there's like a little section right around the
It's
corner.
a bot from the interwebs. So not really.
It's not a ton, but it's some. Just
I
hope the
see.
cops don't come in.
I just use
Yeah.
one. Well, I have WiseBot, but then I have Lumia does, yeah. I have Streamer.bot.
Take anything that's more grass right now. We need a lot more grass,
StreamerBot.
especially if we're gonna be
My
growing this
favorite.
shit on a regular basis. Do you have one
I have
drink
2
on you by
Streamlabs,
chance?
CloudBot, and Seribot. Seribot's a good one.
Yeah, I just realized I have no food, no water, no nothing.
It's good protection.
I don't know. WiseBot covers me pretty well. So
WiseBot covers me too.
Well, I wonder if that's another gas location. I think they'll try. to get everybody
Everyone
fighting.
likes good protection. Yep.
I know what they say. It's protection is like a burrito. You know, using protection is like eating a burrito. If you don't wrap it good enough, that shit's in your lap, just like a baby.
Again, we escalated. Never a dull moment here. Nightbot, Streamlabs, Stream Elements. You need to consolidate all of that in one, Zara. You need to sit down and just consolidate everything. It's very true. Hey, nobody want babies. I want a grandchild. Smitty, get on that. And not a
Maybe-
furry one. She's going to tell me
maybe
you're getting one.
Maybe
a
won't give me
furry
a baby.
No.
No.
Ha. Ha. Just ha. I mean, no, I don't. We're too old to be starting over. Very fair. I would not want to start over at this point. No, no, no.
I don't know that she wants. I'm too
Ecom
old.
or Cybercom, yeah. Have you met them?
Can you imagine a little ecom running around?
I'd lose my mind. He better be out of this house before he gets any girl pregnant. Let me tell you.
That's what he got you for, to play grandma.
Ecom, no breeding. That's correct. At least not right now. He's only 18.
Give it
I don't want kids either. My mom's husband's kids made me realize I don't want any.
But they're such a little bundles of joy.
They are when they're like, let's say like 4 to like 10. And then they grow up and become terror teenagers. And before that, no. Oh boy. But they aren't for everyone. It's very true. We have a grandson. I don't want to start over. It's fair.
Makes me feel so old.
Because you're a grandpa?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not, and I'm older than you. It's great. I'm just made to be an auntie.
She says that, but I give it a year and then she's gonna be calling you, letting you know if she's got one on the way.
Okay, that's good.
Who's Smitty?
Yeah.
I doubt it. I don't think so. See? Nope. Right?
Thanks, Smitty. Smitty would be a good mom.
I have my nephews, but now they're all grown up. If I do call, it's crying, asking what do I do? Sure. Don't ask me what to do. Nope. Asking you to push me down the stairs. Nope, not doing that either. Nope.
Nice.
4 and 6. Those are young ages. I'm guessing your mom's husband's kids. Is that?
I was about to say, Botch, when did you get married?
Right. The most annoying pest ever, waking me up at 5 a.m. Well, kids that young get up early. That's very true. Yep.
There's
All
one
right.
over by the Bahama. This one
So
did not
let's
get
talk
BBC.
OBS pros. It's extremely powerful and flexible because you can do a lot of different things with it.
Mhm.
Everybody can agree with that.
I think so.
It has a huge community and a lot of tutorials out there. I like
Yeah,
that
this
it's
isn't getting
open
it.
source. So open source can be good and bad, but open source so that anybody can build add-ons for it. So you can pretty much do whatever you want with OBS,
That's why.
which is amazing.
I fertilized them one last time.
So you have a lot of creative control in the long term with OBS. Everybody agree with that? Am I like just talking out of my butt?
Nope. That would be a good talent, though.
Yeah, it's not one I have. Cons, it's very steep learning curve, I think. Like beyond the basics of adding, creating a scene and stuff. If you want to get like more technical, the learning curve is higher. So it can feel very intimidating. Especially when things don't work. You get really mad.
I can see that.
Highly agree. Yep.
Oh, I never did that.
And it's like easy to like get caught up in trying to make changes and trying to do new things on there instead of just like streaming, right? You're always constantly thinking of what you can do to change things up and what you can add and things like that. At least for me.
Unless you're actually satisfied with your stuff and don't need to have the constant need to make changes.
That's fair. But I have a constant need to try to like do stuff. To me, it's Mac versus PC. Other services like Mac are pretty and wrapped up easy to use, but you can't do shit. I've never used a Mac computer, but it's very pretty. Smitty's an Apple person. I am not.
Apple sucks.
Q
When you
lady.
finish this, I'll go ahead and
No,
harvest these
she didn't
and
hear
pull
it. But yeah, I don't like Apple. You're either either like Apple or you don't,
Yeah.
from what I understand. So I think OBS in the long run is just better for people who like a lot of control over what they're doing and over their
Which is fair.
streams. And they're like long-term builders that like to experiment and do different things and learning gradually about it. That's my take on OBS.
Nice. That's even better.
Any other
agree.
pros and cons that you have for OBS?
No, I think you nailed it. I'm just getting back into it, and like I said, for me, it was pretty simple to set up and to get the dual streaming, to work properly. It's just unfortunately getting it set between, where I need it versus, I'm sure I could have done it if I
I feel
hadn't
it's
gotten home so late from work, but
You're just
it
using
was,
like for audio, you're just using aux cables. Is that what you're doing?
yeah.
Audio is probably the most like frustrating thing of a dual PC setup.
What's
Hey,
that, Sneaky?
Sneaky.
Yeah, but like I said, the video that I watched broke it down real easy. Highlight, like it zoomed in on the back of the PC, like where all the ports were, everything that it said to connect, do it this way, to do it that way. It even said make sure that you plug in the filter onto the aux cable like this. And like it went like really in depth on, and broke it down very simple. So I mean, finding the right video to the tutorial helped quite a bit.
That's fair. Watching those, yeah, it's so which is good because you have to find those videos, right, and make sure that you do it.
Mm-hmm.
I think
It
that's
was
how
the same thing.
everybody's feeling, Sneaky.
It was the same thing with Meld when I was learning Meld, like trying to get like, because when you first first plugging in the sound alerts, because I use the Twitch channel extensions, just first plugging those in, um, getting the alerts to play properly was a pain in the ass. But once I figured it out, I was like, oh, this was actually pretty simple. I can't believe I didn't get this, right off the bat.
Very
Okay,
true.
that put me back to 12.
And in Streamlabs, it's
So,
very simple. It's just time consuming because you have to go through every single step of the way to get there, and then make sure that it carries over into the different scenes and transitions.
no.
So it's a little more time consuming, but very broken down and very straightforward.
Very true. So if we go to Streamlabs, the pros, it's very beginner friendly, in my opinion.
Yes.
Very
Mhm.
fast setup. So if you want to just like jump in, you can jump in really quickly,
Mhm.
set it up, and then it has those built-in alerts that you mentioned and the widgets
Yep.
that make it a lot easier because you're just finding it all in one spot. You're not having to like download different add-ons and do this and that for that.
Yep.
One of my
Or
cars.
that lower initial like mental load to get you started.
I think the one that pisses me off the most when I'm streaming is my Stream Deck. I was actually going to touch on that. If we go from that perspective, OBS by far is the hands down winner. It's the simplest to integrate the Stream Deck, capabilities with. Meld has some functions for it, but it's still limited in what, at least from what I've seen, getting it to work 100% with the Stream Deck can be a bit more of a chore. Streamlabs, again, you have to make sure that you get that, because I think there's 2 downloads for the Stream Deck, so you have to make sure you get the right one. So if you get the wrong one, and you don't realize it, you can waste a lot of time trying to get it set up properly. Whereas OBS, it's just the one. There's just one for it, and that's it. I had major issues as far as bitrate and frame dropping. OBS Studio has a way to transfer everything to Stream as well, so you Streamlabs to get everything set up, alerts, overlays, then import them to OBS Studio. That's a good point as well. Easy transition, so that way if you could take advantage of Streamlabs' easy setup. But if you want, for reliability, you can easily transfer it over to OBS to get it done.
That's very true. That's very true. What makes you mad about your Stream Deck, Smitty? Like what specifically?
She
Is
probably
it
doesn't
when
have
your commands don't work for some odd reason?
It's probably because they don't come with big giant signs that clearly state, in kindergarten, basic on how to do it.
Okay. No, like yesterday when we were trying to play Wordle, and like I have like 2 chat commands that on my Stream Deck that I could just press the button so I don't have to type it in every time. But those broke yesterday. That's why it wasn't working at first. So I was getting mad. That was my Stream Deck, not the actual game. I was getting mad. Yep, when it randomly signs you out of add-ons, and when the Twitch commands just randomly break. For me, my Stream Deck has to be reset up. Otherwise, my issue is that it doesn't do the right things for me. Like it can't read my mind. It's fair.
They need to come out with something, where you don't have to push every single button. Like I do like the fact the Stream Deck has where you can, if you want to put it on the screen, like you can have. That's another thing with OBS. It's a lot easier to set up hotkeys for certain things as well. Or at least it was easier for me to set the hotkeys on OBS and Streamlabs.
What kind of hotkeys are you using and for what?
Well, you can use the hotkeys for stream transition, scene transitions. So you can go from like just starting to, to the next one.
You wouldn't use your Stream Deck for that? Because I would.
Well, you could, but when I was first learning it, before I got my Stream Deck set up, that's what I had.
I agree, Smitty. If you don't notice that your add-on is not signed in anymore, it's like, oh my God. The amount of times that my Spotify one has come down, oh, it drives me bonkers.
You're one to talk about aimbots, Pinky. I've seen your TikToks. We all know you aimbot.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Prove it. But I like having my Stream Decks. They make things so much easier. And I finally found icons that I like. So I like it.
Now we're just making our drinks now.
The cons for Streamlabs, it can be a lot of bloated like software because it uses up a lot of resources behind the scenes that you don't necessarily see.
Pretty much, Smitty. Like I'm sitting here and I'm like, Jesus, like I really need to get an eye doctor appointment set up. Like, I don't know, it's just I'm tired or like my eyes are just so bad, but either way, I'm getting a little concerned right now.
You're old.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel it. Old age is catching up fast on me.
Getting old. That's right. He's not even 40 yet, though. Imagine when he hits 40. Ay, ay, ay. We can do that.
Yeah, once you hit 40, then it's just all downhill from there. So.
Yep. It's very true. I'm already going down that hill. I'll get it scheduled. Oh, what a good wife.
Then once you hit 50, you're just pretty much rolling downhill into the grave.
Well, I'm not there yet, so it's fine. Not there yet. My birthday's in a month and a day, though.
Now, Sneaky, that happened when I got married. I heard that. I didn't have to look.
But it wasn't because of you. It was because of all your kids. It's fine. That's what you should say. It wasn't because of her. It's because of the kids. That's why did I blame my gray hair on?
That is very true. Kids will do that to you real quick.
Sure will. I haven't used Streamlabs, but does it have like limited customizations?
What's that? Streamlabs?
Streamlabs.
Limited customizations in regards to
Like, I don't know. I guess everything, because it's behind paywalls, it's limited to a certain extent.
I mean, that is the biggest thing because ultimately for me to do everything that I wanted to, like I had it all planned out on how, and like I said, things just took a left turn. But in order to do everything, like to really have a good setup off of Streamlabs, you got to pay for it.
See, I'm not about paying. I like free.
Like the $20 really wasn't that bad, honestly. I mean, people pay $20 for, PlayStation Network or Game Pass or things like that. So I mean, it's just an additional $20, but free 99.
Exactly. I like free. Enjoy your
ladies.
Call of Duty.
Lady, will do that for me. Pretty sure once this podcast ends, I'm going to get yelled at.
Free 99 is the best price. It is. Very much so.
But no, that is the biggest thing because, like, well, yes, initially Streamlabs is good for beginners. If you want to go beyond just the beginning, you're stuck. Like
I feel like you'll outgrow it.
Yeah. And I think everybody can agree at this point, multi-streaming is the best practice to do at this if you want to go beyond just starting. There isn't gonna be in order to multi-stream on Streamlabs, you have to pay. You have to do, the subscription. So that's the biggest hindrance.
It's very
I'd
true.
rather spend the extra, 30 minutes doing it. I think they changed that. What? Paying for multi-stream? I just when I was using it unless they changed it within like the last month or two.
The hits just keep coming. Just keep coming. I don't know. I haven't used Streamlabs in a very long time.
I feel like being married to lead is enough reason to yell. You have no idea, Smitty. I've made it an Olympic. I've made it an Olympic sport and pressing every button that my wife has. I try to toughen her up a little bit, not be so sensitive.
That doesn't work.
No, it really doesn't.
That doesn't work. So we've gone over OBS, we've gone over Streamlabs, then we have Meld Studio. Lady cough twice if you need to be rescued to Canada. So you can't multi-stream, but you can dual stream, one horizontal, one vertical on Streamlabs. Interesting.
But again, the problem with that is you can only do it on one platform. If you try to do it to a second like say you want to do horizontal on Twitch, but vertical stream to YouTube, it's blocked behind the paywall.
Wow. Well, that's useless.
Well, not if you have the $20 a month.
Well, fair. But again, I like free. And I can do free on either OBS or Meld Studio. So
Which you absolutely right. Free 99 for years. See, I've tried them all. I've dabbled in Restream. Do you see Atom's got their own way that you can go live straight to their site?
I did not see that. I know they have a new add-on for OBS that you can use,
Mhm.
and which is cool, but
Meld always makes me think you're swearing in free.
Meld. Meld. I didn't roll my R. Meld.
You're rolling your R or growling.
Well, one or the other. I don't roll my R's even when I'm talking in French. Je parle français comme ceci.
Comme ci, comme ça.
Depends how mad she is. Have you heard me mad in French? I don't know. I don't think you've ever seen me totally mad. You believe so?
I think the streaming software, like the programs, it's kind of like having the same conversation with the big three on which platforms to stream on. Kick, by far, is the simplest one to set up. Twitch is a bit more user friendly, so to me, it's more like Streamlabs. Kick is kind of like the OBS, and then YouTube is kind of like the Meld.
That's a good comparison. So you have Kick as Streamlabs, Twitch is OBS because of all the customization opportunities and stuff.
Mhm.
And
But it's a little bit more in depth to set it up properly.
yeah. And then Meld Studio like YouTube because it's built for creators
Mhm.
by creators, not engineers. I don't know. YouTube going live on YouTube feels like you need to be an engineer sometimes, but they made some changes now. So
Now here's a different take to look at it. When it comes to using the software, because each one has an ability to a degree, what about when it comes to just recording? take the streaming portion out of it. Because I would say that to some degree, we're all content creators, whether you're a content creator like Zara, Fran, versus like me at this point.
I'll let Frank.
Which one do you find? Which one would you say has a little bit is a little bit easier to use on the recording or just making content side?
I've tested this. OBS is still my fave for recording. I think OBS.
How many can you get?
I'd still say OBS at the top.
Yeah.
Made me think of it because YouTube has a YouTube studio, so maybe you can't necessarily stream through it, but you can at least do some recording.
Fair.
Content creation options. Because that's what we're talking about YouTube.
Have you tried Meld Studios yet, Zara? Why? What happened to your mic? Where is your mic gone?
I don't know. Where did it go?
Oh, look, it's a little bit better now. They didn't have what I needed, but they do now, right?
Is
'Cause
that better
wanted
for you?
them- Yes, much better. Much better.
I've been a smart ass.
I know. I know. So, like the splitting of the audio, right, is what you were missing before. That's what you wanted, because they have that now.
I'm just gonna sit here every time and be all up here. That way I can make sure Fran hears me.
Oh, multi-source recording. I wonder if they have that.
What's up,
I know
Pyra?
they have the different like video recordings. I just don't know if they have the other one.
Oh, pretty good. We're just talking about the the big three when it comes to streaming programs: OBS, Streamlabs, Meld Studios.
I haven't like fully
To get the cans.
set up the multi-track recording on OBS. I'm still trying to learn that to see how to do it. So then you can like plug all three of those in there separately to make your clips and stuff.
Oh, that's why I gotta get back on that Botrix chat so that way I can capture everything.
Botrix.
I do like that function on Botrix, being able to put the chat in there so that everybody can see it no matter which platform.
Fair.
Usually just need the game, and the cam.
Yeah, because you don't need the overall if you're just using the. Right. But you can't get rid of the overall. You have to do the overall and then both of the other ones. Interesting. It's a lot of recording space that you need, probably. So you record all your streams? Is that what I'm getting at? Is what I'm getting. You're getting to? Like, that seems like a lot. Kind of like storage do you have for that?
Let's do with you, Pyro.
But
Just serving to Papa. Well, I appreciate it. Recording a stream if I know it's something I want to make a video out of.
that's fair. Do you plan your streams? That's my next question. Do you plan your streams to like have content to post? Like, I am going to try to accomplish this. Sometimes. It's fair. I do not. They say you should, but I don't. If something cool happens, clip it. That's all.
I'll switch to a game I need recording on. Trying to figure out if I want to play GTA 5 online or Battlefield 6 at all. Battlefield 6. I streamed Lord of the Rings, Return to Moria. I wanted to try that.
Nice. That makes sense. I played an old Lord of the Rings game. I've never played any others.
I
don't
love Lord of
remember
the
which
Rings.
one I played. I know. I hate the Lord of the Ring movies.
How can you hate the Lord of the Rings movies?
They're too long. Too long.
So what, do you want it to be like a 30-minute movie? That might as well just be a TV show at that point.
No, but it could be like 2 hours. It doesn't have to be like 3.5 hours long.
But then they'd have to make 3 more movies.
Well, I don't have the attention span for a 3.5 hour movie sometimes.
Fair enough.
I don't have the attention span that usually we put on a movie and I'll fall asleep within like 10 minutes. Not quite.
Yeah, that is
but-
a big problem for me. At this point, I turn something on, I'm out cold.
Mhm.
Because someone else wants more content. I don't like it now because it's too long. What are you talking about, Zara? Probably won't until it goes on sale. That's fair.
I'm teasing Fran. It was just the movies.
So do you watch more TV then?
Yeah, most of the time. But like
Feel
I
like-
watch like an hour of TV a night, like because we watch TV from 9 to 10. And then I go to bed.
Then you pretend to sleep until Raj falls asleep, and then you pop into people's streams at like 10:30.
I got
Well, no,
flying cars.
he's still
That's
awake. He
crazy.
goes to bed after me. So then sometimes I go to bed and then I go on my phone and I don't fall asleep. So then I see somebody's live. So I'm like, oh, I'll go say hi real quick. And then I'm like, ooh, I'm falling asleep. I gotta go. That's what happens there. He stays up later than I do. All the time.
50-50 for me.
What?
It's 50-50 for me. Sometimes I can stay up late, and then other times I'm getting in bed at like 10 o'clock, and he's like, are you going to bed? Yeah, I'm tired. I'm going to bed.
What's the wall? We have a projector in our room. Aziz falls asleep while I watch the wall. I see.
Watches to make sure it doesn't move on him.
Yeah. Puts show on the wall.
I barely watch TV at all. That includes me to spend more time on games, streams, and music. Though I don't play very much with games anymore either.
I would like yeah, those walls are sneaky. Sure are. I'd like a projector to put it on the ceiling in my room so I could just watch it on the ceiling because I hate sitting up in bed, but then I would fall asleep even more. So there's no winning. I've never heard of Welcome to Dairy.
See, when we lay in bed, we turn the TV on, and then like I can't fall asleep. Like I have to watch it. So then I have to roll over, and I fall asleep to the sound. Video game burnout doesn't get talked about it enough. I think video game burnout is more a sign of something else because it's the new It show.
I see that now. I Googled it. Is it good? My new TV is like a projector. Yeah. They got an 85-inch TV.
We saw a 98-inch TV in our store.
Nice.
Might as well be a projector at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But we won't actually sell them to our customers because one of two things is going to happen here.
It's going to get broken
For
and they
my-
won't pay. New follower.
Exactly. But the breaking is the more the big thing that we're worried about because I would say like 60% of our customers have little hellion children that when they bring them in the store, they were in rampant.
Thank you for the follow.
So
Appreciate
you can
it.
send it to me. I appreciate that, Zara. Pyro, if I had to say what it was, it's a form of depression because at the end of the day, a video game is it's a game. It's supposed to be something that you do for fun. Now, I can say I understand if you find a game that looks interesting but you don't enjoy it, or maybe the story doesn't carry over long enough. I understand moving on from there. But to this day, I have games that I could easily get back onto and just play over and over again because it's a game. It's fun. It's addicting to an extent. That's what a game is supposed to be. For me, like I can get back on a Fortnite any single time I want. Play getting back on Dead by Daylight. It's a lot of fun. Still enjoy it to this day. Those two games above all else, like Call of Duty, whatever. People shooting against I play with it, I just don't finish them, which is fair. Game.
No, he is just a friend of mine. His wife's sitting behind him. My husband's sitting over here by me. He's just a friend. And we chat about different things. Every second Thursday, we have a podcast called Press Start to Chat. So we get together and chat about different topics. Today, it's supposed to be about streaming softwares. But as you can tell, we sometimes get derailed by chat.
But when you lose that passion for that thing that you enjoy, whether it's your music, you have your playlist of songs that your certain songs that you like that you listen to over and over again, but you use your taste for them. That's usually a deeper sign behind it.
That's fair.
I don't speak on Call of Duty because Call of Duty is just a crap ass game at this point.
I just rage at Call of Duty. It's terrible. But some people like it.
That's just. What do you say?
Rajcom, what did he say? He said, don't pick on my Call of Duty. Because he likes it. He likes multiplayer. Because he gets to come back. I die so much that I don't like it. Somebody asked if we were husband and wife. No, we are not. Friends. His wife is behind him. Husband over here.
Who's asking that?
Some guy in my chat. Some person in my kick chat.
Oh. So the rumors. The rumors. About
No
what?
rumors here. Absolutely none.
I think it's because I feel lost without my friend. But see, that's my point. You had somebody that you spent a lot of time doing this stuff with. Without that, it kind of burns away at you. So let me start that. I haven't been.
How about
I
we
haven't
not? I might have to ban Smitty. Time out. I know you wouldn't. I know you wouldn't.
Now I feel like I have no one. But see, Pyro, that's not true in itself. Like that's a conversation for another day.
That's a different stream.
Yeah, I have so much I could say on that, and some of it might come down like I'm harping on Pyro, and I don't want to do that to him.
Yep. All right. We have 15 minutes left. Is there anything anybody have any questions about any streaming softwares they'd like to talk about? They want us to talk about anything that we haven't covered?
There are no widgets on any of these platforms that you can start rumors with.
She can go on to X and start rumors. Watch.
Yeah.
She would never do that to me. I get to see Smitty on January 2nd.
I'm sorry. I mean,
maybe I'll make her go live with me. We can both sit here. Same on the camera.
Okay, cool. I'm hoping you get seats back.
she's gonna be on stream with you.
Maybe. And talk shit about lead. Sure. We can do that.
Yes, ma'am.
Whole stream dedicated to talking shit about lead.
Can I join on that? I can talk shit about lead.
Sure. I have a new trivia game. Ooh. What kind of trivia game?
Pyro. We'll talk about this at another time. There's a not to put you off or anything, but
We can ask each other questions. We sure can. I have a trivia game on my stream. It's not very good. I need a better one. I don't like it. I like trivia games though. I really liked when we played Bandle. That was fun in the Discord.
No idea.
I wasn't invited.
It's called I Should Have Known That. Is that something you would do? Come hang out with us in Discord and play Bandle?
Yeah.
You have to
I don't
guess
know what
songs.
it is, but
It's,
I
you
love
have
this
to-
purple lights. Yeah. Brian's got a nice setup.
The purple lights behind me. I put it to everyone. That's true. It was at everyone in Discord.
It did give you a seat or it did not?
By the time you guys started, I was getting home from work. I would have been jumping into like the last 5 minutes of it.
On a Sunday afternoon? It's possible.
Was that Sunday?
Yeah, it was a Sunday afternoon. There was 7 or 8 of us in there trying to guess songs.
Or was that today?
Yes.
Oh, what?
We may have to go.
I thought that was a weekday. No,
No, it was a Sunday.
I don't remember what day it was.
It
I
was
haven't been
always
home a lot of
Sunday.
times lately on Sundays.
Mhm.
We've actually been going out and doing stuff throughout the day.
Cool.
So maybe it wasn't work, but we were actually doing something. When I can pry our way from GTA.
We had a lot of fun. Stu used to always guessing Bruno Mars. That was fun. It's good. It's gonna be Bruno Mars. Or
I think so.
I was going, it's gonna be this song on the first drum beat, and then but the second one when they put the bass or something else in, it's like, oh, that's not what I was thinking. Every time. Every time.
I lose horribly because I don't know music like that.
He actually got a Bruno Mars on one that I did, and I told him to shut up, but it was Bruno Mars. Way to go, Smitty.
December 20th, me and my wife are going to have spoken. That's awesome, Pyro. It's going to be a struggle, but
Yeah,
that's awesome. It's healthier for you, so it's cool that you guys are making that decision. Yeah, I can recognize a song, but I couldn't tell you what the song's name was or who was playing it.
Ours was a lot of teamwork. Some people got the name of the song while we got the artist and stuff like that. So it was a lot of fun. We had we shared a lot of laughs. We also need to do more custom Valorant. Those are fun days all the time.
We do. Another choice. Financial or health reasons, Pyro. Yes, I do miss playing Valorant because it was definitely fun.
Mm-hmm. All right. We
Don't
always
forget your
get so
plan.
distracted.
Don't forget Saturday.
Saturday, Fortnite.
Yes.
Me and Misfit playing Fortnite Saturday night, right? 7?
Yes.
Cool.
No excuses on my part. I should be running out the door of work at 6:15. Means I should be home by 6:40. So no excuses.
Perfect. Lady's not home till late, right? Is that the day she's home later? No, that's Friday.
No, she should be. I know her schedule's kind of changing because she's getting ready to take over. She's transferring to a different store. You have to get the wifey. On Saturday, I thought
That
you
was
never
Friday.
close on Saturday. I thought, babe, thought you never close on Saturday.
No. I meant you have to get me before you come home at 6:45.
You always drop me off on Saturdays and then come.
Oh, that's right, I do. Never mind. I gotta get you then.
Yeah, you'll be there by 6:15, which means we'll be home by 6:40.
Yes.
That was the whole point of not doing it Friday.
Yes, because you have to go
I'm
pick her
free
up at
tomorrow
9:30.
night.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's a Friday. You're not free
Tomorrow's-
tomorrow. She's working till 9:30 tomorrow. Is she not?
Right now, I'm a little more concerned with her chair and the way it's leaning. Like
It is leaning to one side.
It's not leaving.
it was.
It
Even
is
Fran
leaning.
You have to fix it.
Is it just the way you were sitting? Okay. Like I was more worried. I was like, what is wrong with your chair? Holy shit.
It's leaning
Yes.
to one side. All right.
But now that she has to go to Menor tomorrow, she has to go to the other store tomorrow, she found out. So she's actually going to be off before I am tomorrow. So
Oh, nice.
she's just found that out today.
Saturday though. I'm ready for Saturday. I've already
Yep,
cleared
no,
it with
Saturday.
the hubby. He's good.
Yeah, no, because tomorrow there's still a chance I'll be off at 7. Meaning I'll be home at 7:30. So,
We're not ready.
but no,
now.
Saturday is the best day. So,
Cool. We will play some more
And then-
Fortnite. He's playing on
yes.
mouse and keyboard, Smitty. I get more kills
I've been
than him
learning.
sometimes.
There's only a couple of games.
Listen, most of the games.
Perfect.
Most of the games, I think we were like 1 or 2 apart, whether I was up or you were up. So
I know.
you should be
It was-
you should be like 10 kills above me.
No, because I'm not very good at video games compared to you. But that's what we're doing. Saturday night, me and Misfit playing some Fortnite.
Yep.
All right. Well, on that note, I think that ends this episode for
Yeah.
today. So just to recap here, OBS if you want power and control, Streamlabs if
Okay.
you want speed and simplicity, and then Meld
As a
if you want,
beginner,
yes, ease and experience.
I think with everything we discussed, I think OBS is the clear winner, hands
Did you let
down.
it sit for
You
that
just have to be
short time?
willing to learn.
Yes, OBS is definitely the winner for me, but Meld is coming in very close to number 2.
Okay, so
If they add a few more things, I think it'll be tough to not get me to switch.
Thought you
But we'll see.
realized the last one.
I guess I'm going to look into a little bit more, dive into a little Meld a little bit more.
Yep. I like playing around, making scenes and stuff, so it interests me
Yeah.
when I have time.
No permanent policy come December 3rd. Oh yeah, you were telling me about that, Pyro.
But thank you again for everyone for coming in, chatting with us, making us laugh,
Yeah,
pushing the content over the line at times. Keeps things interesting around here.
it does.
We appreciate all of you. Thank you very much for joining. And I hope everybody has a great night.
Don't forget, guys, this is the last one of these for the year. I'm just due to the holiday and schedules. So keep an eye out, Discord, Twitter, the usual. And I think we'll coordinate something around the new year. And
Yeah, it'll probably
set
be like
something
the
up.
8th or 15th or something.
something like that. I got to see what my schedule is going to look like because from what I heard today, I'll be transferring and taking over my own store, which is going to throw my whole schedule out. So,
they finally
what I
told
heard-
you now.
Yeah.
It's about time.
Yeah, my boss was not happy about it. So he doesn't want me to go. He said I'm going to be screwed.
I'm sorry.
So-
Oh boy.
So, yep. Keep an eye out, guys. We'll keep everybody updated. Fran, I appreciate you. I know you keep saying it, so it's my turn to let you know how much I appreciate you doing these with me because I do look forward to these.
That's good.
These are my favorite every day,
Yeah.
every second Thursday. I look forward to these the most.
At some point, I want to do more,
Yes, ma'am.
make some more content with you because
Sure.
I enjoy our games, chatting, all that good stuff. So,
I'm
But-
up for it. You just let me know. We'll
Yep.
talk it out in the new year.
yes, ma'am. All right, everybody, enough chit chat. I got to go. She's got to go. So, you guys have a good one.
Have a good one, everyone. Bye.